Hey everyone, have another mail day today. These are probably most likely from forums or eBay. I'm not 100% sure where I got these from. We'll find out. Maybe I'll remember. I think I know what one of them is. Something I've been waiting on, but I've been kind of letting my mail pile up because I'm kind of lazy sometimes and or busy. So here's our first package. Rubber band around some cardboard and the tape. These almost look like vintage cards, and if so, I think I remember buying them off one of the forums. I think it was like a Facebook forum I go to. Alright, we'll start these out one by one. Got a little protection there. First one, Blondie Ryan. This is, what is this, 1935 Diamond Stars. Blondie Ryan of the Philly Nationals. Looks like he was a second baseman. He batted .242, and he batted .278 in the 1933 World Series. I do not have any Diamond Star cards. It's in pretty good shape, but it's going to have some issues here. This guy in the background, I don't know who this guy is. I said he's a second baseman, but this almost doesn't look like he's at second base. This looks like he's at shortstop or something. And it makes you wonder, is this replicated off of an actual stadium back here? And what is that? Is that a building? I'm kind of harping on this a little bit, but it's neat. Really neat card. I'm trying to read it real quick, make sure there's no interesting... Looks like he was kind of a slap hitter by the looks of this, pushing the ball to the opposite side and through the hole left open by the covering baseman. I guess I need to read the whole thing. Smart shortstops like Blondie Ryan of the Philly Nationals must have a clear understanding with the second baseman when an opposing runner is on first. They must agree which player is going to cover second base in case of a steal, lest both men stray in their position and leave the base uncovered. Usually with a right-hand batter at the plate, the second baseman covers while the shortstop stays in position. With left-handed batters, the opposite of the case, major leaguers like Ryan have a signal for this, lest the batters hear them shout instructions, cross them up, and by pushing the ball to the opposite. So I was totally wrong. I don't think he's a second baseman. I think he is a shortstop. And I was trying to read it really fast to myself. I thought they were saying he was kind of a slap hitter, but it was talking about second baseman and shortstops communicating with each other when it comes to covering a base when someone's stealing second. So that's a really interesting uniform for I assume the Phillies. I don't know if that was their name at the time. It says Philly Nationals, but I know sometimes they will say the city name and in what league they were in, the National League or the American League. I've seen cards say the Americans. I was looking at Kansas City Blues cards from 1915, I believe, and they were in the Federal League. And they would call them the Kansas City Feds or Kansas City Federals, even though that's not their actual team name. But the Kansas City team based in the Federal League, because National League and American League were totally different leagues and did not have the affiliation that they do now and have had for the last 50, 60, 70 years. Totally different thing. So that is really cool. I can't wait to get that one out, take a look at it, sleeve it up, top load it up. Okay, the rest here looks like we are in a team bag. A taped up team bag. I am super cheap, so I save all my team bags. But when they're taped like this, I do not save them. I'm not going to hand super damaged stuff to people, as cheap as I am. Alright, so first card here is 64 Topps Harmon Killebrew, Dick Stewart, Bob Allison, League Leaders. I can't tell you how much I paid for these. It was not a whole lot. It was one of those things. He had, several postings, and, you're trying to get cards, a bulk of cards in a sense, and save on shipping. So I kind of picked everything that looked good to me. Next is a 62 Topps Frank Robinson All-Star card. So that one is cool. Not too bad. There's like a red line across the bottom here. I'll have to look into that. I don't think that's coming out. Might be just kind of miscut top to bottom. Mini Minoso, 63 Topps. Here with the St. Louis Cardinals. He'd been in the league quite some time at this point. He's about 40 years old here. Oh, this is 63. Yeah, 63. He's about 40 years old, around that age in this picture. So he'd been in the league with Chicago, Cleveland, Chicago again, and in St. Louis. This season, he'd only played 39 games. This might have been his last card. I don't know that for a fact. Statistically, though, that kind of looks like he might have, that might have been his last year. All right, let's tilt that one a bit. Next is another Mini Minoso. Here's an older one. This is what, 59, I believe? 59. So, not that much younger here, about 37 maybe. But he hit 24 home runs. Batted .302, which at the time he had a career .307 batting average. And it says he was stealing bases. They don't have stolen bases on here. He led the American League in steals 3 times. They don't have stolen bases on the back here. This one's a bit more off-center, but different decade here, going into the 50s. That is awesome. No, I don't have any Mini Minoso cards. Here's Frank Robinson, which I'm starting to build a small collection of Frank Robinson. And I really don't remember what I have and what I don't. But my philosophy on vintage cards is, if it looks good, there's no reason not to have it. Get doubles, get triples, have something to work with if you decide you want to trade later. This is 68 Topps. So a bit further along in his career than the 62 All-Star back there. So the centering isn't too awfully bad. Corners are a bit rounded. I don't see any creases or anything, but I'll take a real hard look at these cards after off camera. There is some smudge back there. I can't tell what that is by my thumb. That thumb, not the thumb, the other thumb. Almost kind of looks like pencil eraser or ink or something. I don't know. The front looks really good though. Plop him there. Next is Robin Roberts. This is 60 Topps. I got quite a bit of Robin Roberts cards. He's relatively cheap compared to other Hall of Famers. 60 Topps. He went 15 and 17, 4.27 ERA, 137 strikeouts. So this is still about mid-career. Little on the mid-career there. Robin Roberts. Next is Steve Carlton, 70 Topps with the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis Cardinals. He went 17 and 11 here, 210 strikeouts. So this is kind of when he blew up. Or this is his 4th year in St. Louis. And it looks like the 4th year is where he kind of started really being a premier pitcher. It looks like he was pretty good before that. But this is, 17-11, 210 strikeouts, a 2.17 ERA is going from a pretty good pitcher to Hall of Fame caliber pitcher. So that is 1970 Topps. Plop him right there. This looks like the last card. It's another 68. It's Orlando Cepeda. First baseman for the Cardinals again. So we pulled in some vintage Cardinals today. Let's see here. St. Louis. He had a good year. 25 home runs, 111 RBIs. Looks like he was traded because it has him in 66 for San Francisco and St. Louis. So this was his first full year in St. Louis. He had been in the league. This would make his 10th year. So kind of mid-career. I don't know. I don't think he didn't play into his 40s. I don't recall there being a lot of late 70s cards of him. Really don't remember many 70s cards of him at all. Maybe there is. I don't know. But another Hall of Famer. And vintage. Beautiful card to add to the collection. Doesn't look too bad. The edge is kind of frayed. Yeah, like I said, I didn't pay very much for these, so that's just kind of what you get when you're cheap. All right, that's it. A nice vintage haul here. Thanks for watching.